Buck, I don't know if you saw this, but I saw it was thought it was pretty great news. And we have talked about this craziness surrounding the protests and how angry people get anytime NHL players refuse to wear the LGBTQ plus rainbow uniforms or whatever they were. Ivan Provorov, memorably of the Philadelphia Flyers a few months ago, refused to wear the rainbow jersey because he said it violated his own personal beliefs to celebrate that from a religious perspective. And I saw this headline and I thought to myself, my goodness, maybe we are starting to win some battles on sports just going back to sports and not getting lost in the crazy woke universe. The NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman came out and said, because these LGBTQ pride uniforms and stories are becoming a distraction, that he believes they may need to eliminate them going forward. And I saw this quote and I thought to myself, wow, this is the first time we've experienced that. I think it's something we're going to have to evaluate in the offseason. This is one issue where players, for a variety of reasons, may not feel comfortable wearing the uniform as a form of endorsement. I think it's become more of a distraction now because the substance of what our teams is being pushed to the side for a handful of players making personal decisions, and you have to respect that as well. This is kind of crazy to hear a commissioner say, hey, maybe we'll just play hockey and not worry about endorsing any particular group of people.
That was the America that we all thought we were growing up in with regard to businesses operating as businesses for the most part. It's just, where you go, buy your paper towel or, what bakery you get your cookies from or whatever. You just wanted a good product and good customer service and you went about your day. You didn't need emails about what the latest, stance of the company that's selling you, tissue paper thinks about the LGBTQ plus civil rights struggle in America, whatever. But I think it's worth looking at, as people online say, the slippery slope as the undefeated champion, which is so true. If you didn't have this pushback, and I think everybody should consider this as well, not just for professional athletes, but for your own children, in your own life, in your own corporate existence at your company. How long before it would be, okay, everybody, so, we're all going to put on a ribbon or do some show of solidarity with gender-affirming surgery for kids? How far out do we really think that would be without pushback? Anyone who would argue, oh, that's crazy. The Biden White House and Joe Biden himself speak out forcefully in favor of this as necessary health care. That is their official position. So why wouldn't they say we all need everybody to stand and a moment of solidarity here with gender affirming care for 12-year-olds, as in chemical castration and or sex change operations for teenagers or whatever. How far away do you think that is? I don't think it's far.
I mean, when Joe Biden is being interviewed in the White House by a man pretending to be a woman, that Dylan Mulvaney or whatever that person's name is.
Not well, by the way, in a way that really also mocks women.
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
Dylan Mulvaney, some of these influencers, these trans influencers, their version of women is...
Let's be honest what it is.
I've never met a woman who's like any of these women they're pretending to be.
It's basically blackface, except of women, right? I think there's a strong argument that it's woman face, meaning the way that they preen around and behave is a very exaggerated sense of the way that women behave, right? And they're not women. And so the outfits that they wear, the way they run around, the way they behave, it's a form of theatrical behavior that is not representative of the average woman. And I don't understand how we have reached this world. And let's build on this, because did you see over the weekend where CNN had a piece saying that if you're a white person and you share a meme or a GIF of a black person, that you're guilty of digital blackface?
Yes. And it did get the worst ratio on Twitter I think I've ever seen of people completely condemning this idiocy. But yes.
But it did raise, in my opinion, the question of, which I think is so impossible for any left-winger to answer. If pretending to be a different race is unacceptable in the extreme, how is pretending to be a different sex heroic? No one can answer this question. And there is more criticism on CNN of a white person sharing a black person meme on Twitter than there is of a man pretending to be a woman. How do we end up in this world?
Also, you look at the rules here. I mean, there's now this whole movement to just cast not non-white actors in historical pieces to play all over the place. This is the constant thing that's going on.
I mean, it's Hamilton started this thing, right? But it's been followed by everyone. Like, I'm going to do Bridgerton, and it's going to be 18th or 19th century Britain, but we're going to have people who clearly did not live in 18th and 19th century Britain.
But so that is like celebrated the height of culture. But if you share a little video of Michael Jordan crying to make a joke about something, you're a bad person?